is NBC 10 News at 6.
Tonight, we have the latest from Pittsburgh after several people are dead after a synagogue shooting. Who was the trigger man and where does the investigation stand now? And one man is dead after being struck by a truck on Richwood Road, number 1. We'll have those details. Plus, the latest on the Kroger shooting that prosecutors say may have been a hate crime. Hello and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Chelsea Jones in for Randall Newsom. We start off this evening with the latest out of Pittsburgh. At least 11 people were killed and several others were injured in a shooting at a synagogue. The gunman is in custody, and as Andy Rose reports, investigators have turned their attention to his postings on social media. It's our top story.
Where there were guns drawn, rifles, it was surreal.
Multiple people were killed when a gunman opened fire inside a Jewish synagogue in Squirrel Hill, a historic Jewish neighborhood east of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
There were 11 fatalities as a result of the shooting incident. There were additionally 6 injuries, to include 4 of the police officers.
A local official said a worship service was in progress when the shooting began. 3 different congregations hold simultaneous Shabbat services in the building on a typical Saturday, according to a former president of the synagogue.
The people that are regulars there are people that the community loves and knows, and if any of them were injured, it's going to hit pretty hard.
A law enforcement official said the gunman, 46-year-old Robert Bowers, made anti-Jewish comments during the shooting.
There's a lot of anti-Semitism out there, and there's a lot of hate out there.
Authorities said the shooting will be prosecuted as a hate crime. President Trump condemned the act.
This wicked act of mass murder is pure evil.
Now federal investigators are combing through the suspect's social media postings, hoping to find clues about what motivated him to kill.
You have a situation here where you have disturbed minds with hate in their heart and guns in their hands.
I'm Andy Rose reporting.
The man accused of killing 2 people at a Kentucky Kroger was ordered to be held on a $5 million bond as the judge ruled he is a danger to the community. Prosecutors say this may have been a potential hate crime. 51-year-old Gregory Bush was arraigned Wednesday, charged with 2 counts of murder and 10 counts of wanton endangerment. Bush entered a Kroger store in Jeffersontown, Kentucky Wednesday. He pulled a pistol from his waistband, shot one man multiple times, and then a woman several times in the parking lot. Both victims are African-American and both died of their wounds. They are 69-year-old Marie Stallard and 67-year-old Vicki Lee Jones. One witness recounted what that scene was like.
I heard this big bang, and to me it sounded like a pallet hitting the floor, kind of like a stock crew was over there or something. So I really didn't think nothing about it, and then I heard it boom, 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 more, and I was like, hold up, so I got on the ground, and as I'm getting down, I see a gentleman. It was a white male that ran around towards the front of the store, and he ran right out the door, right there next to where I was checking out at.
Did back in court on November 5th for a preliminary hearing. And one man is dead tonight after being hit on Highway 165 near Richwood Road, number 1. The accident happened around 8 p.m. Friday night. Louisiana State Police say 51-year-old Terry Sandifer of Monroe was attempting to cross Highway 165 when a 35-year-old Retaria Harris hit him. Police say the car in front of Harris swerved suddenly, but Harris was unable to avoid hitting the victim. Sandifer was pronounced dead at the scene. The crash remains under investigation, but state police encourage everyone to keep your eyes open for pedestrians. And happening today, the town of Richwood started their morning early today with some fall cleaning. Today, the town hosted its first ever town-wide Town Pride cleanup. Officials say they wanted the community to get excited about taking care of their beloved Richwood by keeping trash off the streets. Volunteers from across the region came to participate in the beautification project, and the mayor says it addresses a serious need.
There's several yards that have code enforcement issues that we want to try to help some of those people out. Our highway is a main thoroughfare, so on the weekends especially, you have a lot of traffic there. So you'll see, lots of litter. Usually when we come in on Monday mornings, that's one of the first things that we have to address.
Mayor Brown says the purpose is to instill pride within the Richwood community, and he plans to continue this every year. And across the nation today, it was the day to unload all of your unused or expired medications for National Drug Take-Back Day. Several drop-off zones were set up throughout the area for people to discard their meds. Federal organizers say this day is dedicated for everyone to be able to help fight the opioid epidemic. They say 166 people die each day from opioids, and it's the worst it's ever been. Last April, over 475 tons of medication were turned in for Take-Back Day, and organizers are hoping today is even better. And the delay continues for a budding industry in Arkansas. Whether they have a prescription or want to grow or sell medical marijuana, a lot of people are speaking out saying they're done waiting. Susan Elcroy has more from Friday night's meeting, as dozens say they had their first chance to voice their concerns to the Medical Marijuana Commission.
I'd like to call number one.
One by one, they took the mic.
And I can't do it anymore.
Please do what you need to do.
All agreeing they're fed up with waiting to get medical marijuana.
Stop this and make it a priority.
Lorna Knox hopes her words won't be ignored by this audience. The commission tasked with deciding who can grow and sell medical marijuana. The Cabot woman says she relies on the drug to help muscle spasms and can't keep traveling out of state to buy it.
I'm not going back to the other medicine, which didn't work and was addictive.
It's been nearly 2 years since voters opted to legalize the drug, but there's still nowhere to fill prescriptions.
It's understandable that there is that frustration.
Friday's meeting in Little Rock was a chance to get everyone on the same page. The commission claims delays are over, and starting Monday, it will pick 32 dispensaries out of hundreds of applicants.
We're looking at really having those dispensary licenses out the door in late November, possibly early December.
A promise Knox hopes won't go up in smoke.
Open the stores. Argue about it later. We'll at least have medicine.
Done with the talk and ready for action.
Now, the commission didn't answer all of their concerns, but they're planning another meeting next month where they plan to address all of the remaining questions. Now, NBC 10 is your local election headquarters, and today we're taking a look at the race for Monroe City School Board's 1st District. NBC 10's Randy Ayala has one candidate's plan to help move students forward.
Democrat Rick Salisbury is running against Republican incumbent Vicki Dayton. After multiple requests for an interview, Ms. Dayton never got back with us. Mr. Salisbury says his background in education and business will help soar students to the top.
My dealings with the youth for over 30 years, I've had hands-on with them, and I know some of the changes, especially being a teacher in the classroom. So I believe I know what's needed to help our students improve, give them some things that they need.
To hear more from Mr. Rick Salisbury, go to our website, myarklamis.com, and click on Local Election HQ under the News tab. For your local election headquarters, I'm Randy Ayala.
And coming up on NBC 10 News at 6, ghosts and goblins invaded the zoo. We have more from Louisiana Purchase Gardens and Zoo as it held its annual Boo at the Zoo event. Plus, a fundraiser to help the Mia Moo Foundation, which supports people and families with cleft lip and palate. But first, we have a quick look at your weather. Hey there, Brian.
That's right, Chelsea. This clear skies and warm temperatures going to be sticking around, but we have a system that may bring some spookiness for our Halloween. Much more later in weather. You're watching NBC 10 News at 6.
Does Medicare have you puzzled? Blue Cross can help with a Medicare Advantage plan called Blue Advantage HMO. Call 1-833-801-2188 to request your free information kit and learn how you can have coverage for doctors, hospitals, prescriptions, dental, vision and hearing, a no-cost fitness center membership, and much more. All in one simple plan with a $15 monthly premium, 0 medical deductible, and a $0 copay for primary care visits. Best of all, it's from a company that's Louisiana true. Our local Blue Cross agents can help. Call 1-833-801-2188 to get your free Medicare information kit. When you call, let us know if you'd also like to meet with a local agent or attend a seminar to learn more about your Medicare options. Don't try to solve the puzzle alone. Call 1-833-801-2188 and let us help you find a Medicare solution that's right for you.
Please join us in helping our neighbors who were significantly impacted by Hurricane Michael.
Visit myarklamiss.com and donate to the American Red Cross Disaster Relief.
Fast Serve Medical. We're your local mobility and accessibility experts. Look for us on Ask the Experts at myarklamiss.com.
An average filter inside your home can catch about 8% of what goes through it. A professional grade filter can catch up to 85% of what goes through it. For more tips, visit our quick tips page at jillysac.com.
$5.8 billion. 6,000 new jobs. That's what the Arkansas Economic Development Institute estimates Issue 4 could generate over the next 10 years. Your vote for Issue 4 will grow our economy and keep our tax dollars in Arkansas. It's time we put Arkansas first. On November 6th, invest in Arkansas's future. Vote for Issue 4. Early voting begins October 22nd. NBC 10 News at 6 continues.
For over 20 years, the zoo has held its annual Boo at the Zoo, and today was no different. Dressing up in spooky costumes is some people's favorite Halloween pastime, and at this year's Boo at the Zoo, kids were able to do just that. Families came out to Louisiana Purchase Gardens and Zoo, dressing up while enjoying all things Halloween. Organizers say the turnout was one of the largest they've ever seen.
We got a great day for it. The weather's perfect, and we're filling up the zoo with kids. We've got candy everywhere and games, and it's just turned into a wonderful event this year.
This is an annual fundraiser that helps maintain the Louisiana Purchase Garden and Zoo. And on to another fundraiser, the Robertson family is hosting a weekend to honor families dealing with cleft lip and palate as a part of the Miamu Foundation. The family is hosting over 120 people and invited them out for a family fun day. The event is being held at the Plantation in Monroe, and festivities wrap up tonight with some games, entertainment, and a devotional. Well, weather's next, and Brian, what can we expect? What's cooking?
It's going to be nice, at least for the second half of the weekend and into the first half of the work week. But we have a spooky storm system heading in that could bring storms for Halloween. I'll have more coming up next in weather. You're watching NBC 10 News at 6.
Choose from over 60 models of game cameras during the Hunt is on sale at Simmons Sporting Goods. Like the Moultrie GameSpy 6-megapixel camera, only $29.99. Or the amazing Browning 32-megapixel Recon Force camera with view screen and 4K video, just $249.99. See the big one in real time with a SpyPoint Link cellular game camera, now $224.99. We're open 8:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sunday. Or shop the sale from home at SimmonsSportingGoods.com.
Goodbye to you. Vantro Toyota is saying goodbye to every remaining 2018 with huge model year-end discounts. Hurry, get giant model year-end clearance discounts plus a $2,500 rebate on new 2018 Highlanders. Get a $3,000 rebate on new 2018 RAV4s, and 0 for 60 is available. So hurry to Vantro Toyota. Now more than ever, right on the corner, right on the price.
Announcing the Great Gas Card Giveaway, where the gas money could keep getting bigger and bigger. Enter today at Hickson Ford or myarklamiss.com.
Monday and Tuesday, The Voice welcomes multi-Grammy winner Mariah Carey. And she's preparing the artist.
It has to be a little bit more punched up.
For the most epic knockouts yet.
I'm so happy!
The Voice, Monday and Tuesday on NBC. Monday, celebrate the most magical musical of all time with a wicked Halloween party hosted by Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel, featuring an incredible performance by Ariana Grande. A very wicked Halloween, Monday on NBC.
Honey, come take this trash out.
All right.
What was that?
That's this old chair.
Trouble standing up from a seated position? Well, Mid-South Medical has the top names in lift chairs and the largest selection in town.
That's great, but we don't have a lot of money.
No worries. They offer 12 months, 0% financing.
12 months? That's how long I've been stuck in this chair. Let's go now.
Now, your local weather with meteorologist Brian Briggs.
Well, good Saturday to you. It was a beautiful day across the Arklamas, and as you can see by our El Dorado sky cam, sky is perfectly clear at this hour, and temperatures cooling off to a nice 70 degrees. We only hit the upper 70s, a couple low 80s for us, but I think most of us stayed in the lower 70s for today, and that's still kind of the case now, although we're kind of dropping, especially as you go further east. Now we're in the upper 60s as you get close to the Mississippi state line, and still pretty warm, upper 70s out west. So kind of just a mixed bag, but everyone is seeing all of that sunshine. Dew points, they've come up a little bit, although it's not all that bad. Dew points in the mid-50s to upper 50s, even some lower 60s, you know, not too humid. So it's one of those days where, you know, you can open the window and get away with it, and it really won't feel all that warm and humid. It is warmer, though, from this time yesterday. We had a lot of cloud cover yesterday, and that kind of took a little bit of time to clear out, and it was a nice evening yesterday, but it was on the chillier side. But as high pressure builds in, we are seeing those temperatures increase. Here's our live storm tracker Doppler radar brought to you by ERM Young. Again, with those clear skies, not seeing any activity on our radar. So this is due to that high pressure that I mentioned, drying out the upper levels of the atmosphere, and it's creating sinking motion. So not expecting any of the weight of precip here pretty much for a while. But the big talk of the day is going to be those temperatures for tomorrow. We're actually going to go above our normal for this time of year, in the form of temperatures being in the mid-80s. We could even see some upper 80s tomorrow. So feeling a little bit more like the end of summer tomorrow, but not going to be sticking around for too long. This is out ahead of a pretty big system that's about to impact the Arklamas. But I can assure you tomorrow's going to be beautiful, just be a little bit warmer than what we had for today. So tonight it's going to be a mild evening. Temperatures only going to drop into the mid-50s. It's going to be clear, calm, and mild. Good for outdoor activities wherever you decide to head out for tonight. And then, as I mentioned, tomorrow going to be a warm one. Temperatures topping out in the middle 80s, even some upper 80s for some of us. It's going to be plenty of sunshine. Good day to get out and enjoy it. And we are almost to Halloween. So you're probably wondering what that forecast is looking like. Yes, I mentioned that system moving in. Fortunately, not looking all that great for trick-or-treating, as the cold front's looking like it's going to start to move through quicker. So we may see thunderstorms during the time that the kids would be trick-or-treating. So just keep this in mind. Showers and thunderstorms are looking likely, and we could be even dealing with some strong to severe weather. Just depends. We'll update details, but as of now, it's looking like the cold front is going to be moving through a little bit quicker. But hey, maybe some of us might like seeing thunderstorms for Halloween. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Let's just hope we don't see a lot of that severe weather. We don't want to be talking about severe weather. So next 7 days, not looking all that bad, except for that day that we have the system. Again, we probably don't want to see it on Halloween, but maybe some of us want to see thunderstorms. But first half of the work week looking pretty good leading up to that. We'll be in the low to mid 80s, and the humidity is really going to start to increase, especially for Tuesday. And then that front's going to be moving through. Thursday is going to start at about 70, and then the temperatures are going to be falling through the day, and then we're going to be pretty much right back to where we would normally be for this time of year, although I think we'll be a few degrees below our normal, but we'll dry out, and we'll be pretty cool and crisp by the time the next weekend comes around.
Well, is that what you would call a spooky forecast?
Yeah, like spooky, stormy, something. It's just kind of depends on your view of it.
Sucks for the little kids, but still to come on NBC 10 News at 6, a busy day for college football. Grambling looks for their second straight win. Plus, big day in El Dorado for the Murphy USA Classic. Krista Mergen shares the highlights in just 2 minutes.